welcome to LoseWeightVeryFast.com. Today we have another guest, Eric Glass, and we'll be discussing a very interesting weight loss procedure, which I'd love to talk to and explain to my audience with your help, Eric, as you've been through it. And I'm just kind of excited to just hear your perspective and what your thoughts on this. And we're going to go ahead and do every few weeks we're going to do a video and a follow-up with you just to show the weight loss and the results of your surgery. So let me go. So welcome Eric Glass, who is going to talk about the gastric sleeve he received about 7 days ago. Eric.
Hi, my name is Eric Glass. I'm 40 years old. I currently reside in Aventura, Florida. So a lot of people think, why go through such drastic measures to lose weight? I'm actually 100% healthy. Before going through all this, I had to have a lot of blood work and stuff done. Everything's healthy. I'm very, very healthy. But I'm 40 years old, and where is my life going to be like in the next 40 years? It's like I don't want to just be sustaining life at the age of 70. I want to be active. I want to be, participant of life, not just waking up, sleeping, waking up, eating, sleeping. So the real reason I'm doing this is both my dad and my dad's dad have passed away, both at relatively young age. My dad died last year at 68 years old. He was also overweight. That was partially the reason he passed away, but not the exact reason. And my grandfather also died at 71 from stroke, heart attack, also for being overweight. I myself personally have learned to diet and exercise, and have actually lost 140 pounds on my own just to gain all the way back to the point where just before the surgery I weighed 387 pounds.
And that leads to my next question. I know that you, going into surgery last week, you weighed 387. How much in the last 7 days have you lost, approximately?
The first week I lost 20 pounds. I think that a lot of that is expected. It's a lot of water, it's a lot of bloat. Anybody who's really excessively overweight loses the first bulk of that weight's going to come off fast, because there's a lot of it to remove. I chose this because I'm the definition of an overeater. I know how to eat healthy. I can eat healthy, but if you put me in front of nachos or chicken wings or whatever, doesn't matter how much is there, I'm going to eat all of it. I don't care if I may be full, but I'll just continue eating. And that has led to, you don't get to be this big if you can't put away some food. And I can definitely put away the food.
Now, how much weight do you expect to lose, or would you like to lose over the next, say, year?
I would like to lose 150 pounds total. Should put me at about 240 pounds. Maybe that seems like a little heavy. I'm 6'3", 225. I think ultimately it would be a really good look for me. It'd be nice in stature. I mean, I'm a big guy. I like to have that still big guy thing. I'm not looking just to be thin, but be in shape.
Well, you're healthy. A big bone guy like me. So.
Right. But I want to be healthy. So that's my goal, is to be healthy. So by having the surgery, my decision was to have a longer life, to have a more active life in my later years, not stuck in a wheelchair or had hip problems or knee problems or back problems due to my weight, or even have diabetes or health problems that I don't currently have. So I decided to have the gastric sleeve, which made my stomach basically the size of a banana. I can only eat very small amounts at a time, and this helps control the overeating. I can't do it. My body won't allow me to do it. Certain foods will just make me sick. There are people who do gain their weight back, so I really need to use this as a tool to learn to have a healthier lifestyle. It's not so much about dieting, but learning to eat the proper foods, making healthier choices, and making proper decisions, not just getting the surgery and think it's a cure-all, because it's not.
Now, Eric, let me ask you this. Tell the audience, those people that might be interested in doing the surgery, what they should expect from the time leading up to the surgery and right after surgery. How will they feel? What should they expect?
Okay, well, I'm still new into it. Leading up to the surgery, I paid for the surgery, so there was no insurance, so a little bit less to jump through. But if you're going through the insurance, you have to be approved. So you have to go to your doctor. Your doctor you have to have a medical condition. So being obese or overweight is one thing, but if you don't really have any medical conditions, it makes it harder for some of the insurance companies to medically, pass you into the thing. So you have to go see your doctor. You have to have blood work. I had to see a psychotherapist. They want to make sure that you're doing it for the right reason, that you understand that this is a permanent change. There is no going back. This is the only that's it. I made it this permanent decision. So I mean, it's not a decision I made lightly. So they want to make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons and you understand. Hey, this is going to be your life now. And that was a tough decision for me. But once again, when I weighed the pros and cons, I spent 40 years eating the junkiest junk food and whatever, and this is the result. So if I had to spend the next 40 years being active and healthy, then that was the price.
How much did you pay for the surgery?
The surgery itself was $10,600. And then there was like a little extra insurance that I purchased through the doctor that covered, but the insurance or insurance companies wouldn't cover, which is if there's any leakage or any possible problems in the next year. So I'm covered from now into the next year, and that brought the total price to $11,885.
And what have you been eating the last week since surgery?
Well, let's talk about, so I woke up out of surgery, and I think everybody's experience can be a little bit different for me. I think it was very unique. I was standing almost immediately. They want you up and walking around. I had the catheter removed, and I was walking around, and I had some swelling in my abdomen, mainly because here, let me show you. So you can see the 5 scars on my stomach. So basically what they do is they inflate my whole stomach to like this size, like a beach ball, and then inside each incision site is a trocar with lights and cameras and the doctor's equipment into my stomach. So there's a lot of burping, a lot of farting, a lot of gas leaving the body, and it's very uncomfortable. Now a week after the surgery, I now finally don't have that uncomfortable gas-like feeling in my stomach. Other than that, I don't have a lot of pain. I haven't needed to take the pain medication since I left the hospital, and obviously very healthy and good spirits. I'm happy to be down 20 pounds.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean.
So how soon can you start working out again?
They said 2 months. They really want to make sure that the sutures on the stomach are good to go. That I'm not going to be able to lift something and burst a hole in my stomach. So I want to be make sure I'm healthy. It literally takes about 6 months, according to the doctor, for everything to be completely healed. I will eventually be able to eat a lot of the things that I ate before. I just won't be able to consume them in the quantities that allowed me to do before. I will tell you that I'm no longer allowed to drink anything carbonated because the carbonation will expand my stomach. It will cause discomfort and many other things. Other things I've noticed, if I start to eat too much.
And you can't drink beer. Didn't you say you couldn't drink beer?
Because it's carbonated.
Right. So no carbonated
I can drink carbonated
drinks.
beverages as long as I make them flat.
Okay.
It's not because of what's in it. It's because of the fizziness in it. I don't have the room in my stomach anymore. Consuming the protein is the most important part of my daily routine because I can only fit so much in at a time. My body needs protein to sustain itself, and so every day I'm learning new techniques, which I will go over with everybody. As I learn something new, you will learn it as well. Like I learned something that I just did the other day that was delicious, which could also be a great recipe for a tailgate. So I took cooked ground chicken and ricotta cheese, and I pureed it in a blender with garlic and basil, and then I heated it up in the microwave, and it was like a dip, like a smooth dip.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
But because I can only, right now, because I can only eat really smooth, mushy food, it was delicious, but I'm thinking, man, this would be great with some chips. Now, I can't eat that yet, but some of you out there that can eat more than I can, that might be a good option.
I will definitely post that on the website. And again, we're going to go ahead and keep track of you. Every few weeks, you're going to do a selfie and show our audience your transition.
Well, here, I'll take, I know I lifted up my shirt, but I'll take off my shirt so you can see. I will tell you.
I got to tell you, I already noticed weight loss already.
I will tell you that
so
on these pants before the surgery, I could barely even button them.
So what size are you right now? What's your pants? 42?
I don't know. They're maybe 42 a jeans stretch, so who knows what my real waist size is.
Got it.
It's big. How about that?
All right. Love it. Love it. This is one weird looking guy, but a guy in transition. You're going to be great. You're going to look better.
I am the guy in transition, and if you have any questions at all, please email us. And,
just post the response on the on my blog. Just literally.
If you post a response or email us on the website, I'll be more than happy to answer anybody's questions about the surgery, what I'm doing now, how I'm progressing, and how I can possibly help anybody else that's thinking about it or going through the procedures themselves.
That is awesome, Eric. Thank you so much for being a guest on
My pleasure,
Lose Weight Very Fast.
Thanks for having me. I look forward to doing it more.
Absolutely, absolutely, and thank you, audience, for listening. And stand by with more really good content from Eric here at LoseWeightVeryFast.com. Hello and welcome to LoseWeightVeryFast.com. I'm here today with Eric Glass, and I just want to again thank my audience for taking a look and supporting my blog, Lose Weight. I'm always trying to find the best ways and the coolest ways to lose weight fast, and Eric is a perfect example of somebody that has lost weight very fast, and he did it. Referred to my first article on gastric sleeves. He had surgery about 8 months ago, and he's now down to about 100 pounds. Eric? Eric, so please tell him, what was your initial weight and how much you
weighed, at the time of the surgery, I weighed 387 pounds.
Wow, that's amazing. Amazing.
And now I weigh 380.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, no, I weigh 280 pounds.
Okay. Eric, can you tell me what you did to help you lose it? Obviously, you had the surgery. Any tips to...
The thing that I'll tell you, anybody who's interested in doing the surgery is...
I'm moving back.
The thing I can say about the surgery is that I guess I didn't really grasp all the things that I had to change in my life during the surgery. It's definitely a life-changing, life-altering kind of thing. I maybe consume 1,000 calories a day. I can go all day without eating. I just don't get those feelings of hunger before. It was just like I was always hungry. I was never satisfied. I could eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And before I realized that I wasn't full, I was sick. And now I can just eat a few bites of something. I feel full. I'll say on the downside, can I eat a lot of the things that I really used to enjoy? Can't really eat sandwiches because the bread fills me up. I don't eat bread at all. Little pieces here and there. My meals are very small.
So what don't you eat right now? What are you staying away from that your stomach is...
Well, I mean, I can eat pretty much everything. Nothing really doesn't disagree with me. But I find like if I want to go to eat, I can't really consume things like bread because bread takes up a lot of space in my stomach, and once that happens, there's no room for anything else. I gotta wait 20-30 minutes before I can eat anything else for it to digest.
Okay. So, but you were telling me that you don't like, for example, you don't like drinking wine. So
I can drink it. It just doesn't agree with me. But everybody thinks it's a little bit different. I find that red wine, beer, carbonation in general, you shouldn't be drinking it. But I find if I drink sodas or like a Red Bull slowly, I can drink it. It doesn't bother me. But I find that when I drink red wine, it gives me heartburn.
So what's your favorite food of choice?
Right now?
Right now, if you had to choose something, what do you enjoy eating right now the most?
I don't have anything.
Really, you have nothing?
Yeah, part of the reason I wanted to do the surgery is I wanted to make food less important to me. So it's really, I mean, I like eating these little pork dumplings from the Chinese restaurant. I can eat those. They go down easy. They agree with me. I like soup. I'll eat. I like breakfast. Omelets work really well for me. I like Lunchables. That sounds like a little package of Lunchables. I ate that for lunch and I feel great. We have an upscale one. Wendy just got to me. I was really nice for her to find. It's got better quality meats in it, but it's like 200 calories, and I can eat that meat. I'm good. I'm good to go.
I'm amazed because you really do look like you lost a lot of weight since the last. I mean, I'm impressed.
I feel better.
You're definitely down considerably.
I need to lose about another 40 pounds to reach mostly my goal is about 240. I'm about 280 now. It's another 40 pounds.
And you haven't even been to the gym almost not once,
no, I
right?
Not to the gym at all. Actually,
amazing.
That's the next step. So I knew that the weight loss was going to be rapid, and I was going to lose a lot. And at some point, I was going to need something to kind of kickstart it again, like a plateau. So I kind of waited, and so I'm getting married. So I look great for my wedding.
Wedding's
we're going on the honeymoon, and when I come back, my goal is to start lifting weights so I can start toning up again, adding muscle, and taking off the rest of the weight to the
now.
My goal.
Just let me ask, did your doctors recommend at any point that you should not work out after surgery, like a few months after?
Yeah, I had to wait 2 months before I could do any kind of really heavy lift or anything like that. I wanted to make sure that I was all healed. I'm definitely all healed. They say 6 months for the complete healing. I'm now 100% healed. I just didn't do the exercise. I was getting used to the energy level.
Right.
At first, I found myself being a little lethargic. Your body has to get used to the lack of food you're consuming. I play softball now, and that took some time too, like my energy level to get back up. But I find that if I consume the right amount of carbs that I can eat, like I can eat crackers, I can eat pasta, I can eat protein shakes. So I kind of have to fuel up for the days that I'm gonna physically exert myself.
Amazing. Okay, now take off your shirt. I can show everybody. Do that. Oh yeah.
And
Wow.
just to kind of show you, so I had
Holy
these,
crap! It's crazy.
so
Oh,
these pants used to be tight. Now these
Wow.
aren't the biggest pair that I had, but just to kind of give you.
Oh yeah, you're definitely deflated. It's like you were a balloon. Wow. Yeah. You just have to tighten it up. That's
I
it.
think I'm definitely gonna need some surgery.
Okay. Well, wow. I'm impressed, and thank you for talking to my audience, and we appreciate you, of course, and thank you for reviewing my blog and talking to me at loseweightvveryfast.com.